On the very day that Donald Trump succeeded in stealing the election in 2016, with the help of Russia, an alliance was formed on the internet by a man we'll call Nick. This individual, since then, has organized grassroots efforts preparing for what was to come. Michael Moore told us that Donald Trump was going to get us killed, and now this is all coming to pass. This is the Woke Socialists podcast. We are woke, we are socialists, we're not falling for the okie doke, and we will not break. If you are done with being propagandized, fooled, and preached to by mainstream media about what you should believe when everything you know is the opposite, like and subscribe to every single YouTube video you can that you watch. This is the last bastion of free speech in the United States of America. Let me get back to our subject. Nick, since 2016, has organized, mobilized, and put together a coalition of doctors, lawyers, public servants, people who could donate food, anything that people would need in a crisis. They call people like him survivalists. The year is 2025. While people are asking you for money for their podcasts, donate this and do that, and political leaders want you to donate, Nick has been preparing for a Holocaust. Now let me make you understand where you stand. Democrats and Republicans in Congress who allowed what is happening to you right now are now asking you to donate to their campaigns. Woke socialists do not do campaigns. We don't do drives. We don't do donations to anything that we do not believe in. Way before any of you decided to protest peacefully on behalf of white people so you couldn't get arrested, we were stockpiling food, medical supplies, gathering intelligence on the ground, and knowing where every threat to our community is people that look like me was going to be. We don't hang on to anything. We're about self-preservation first. We would like to have unity, preservation, and liberation for the next 7 generations of the United States of America, but that is not going to happen right now. Because you are not listening. None of you are. In case you missed it, forget the swamp that Donald Trump was going to drain. It is now a bubbling, raw sewage dump. The rest of us who didn't depend on elections and wait for a constitutional crisis were already prepared for this bullshit. There is not going to be a recession. For white people, it's going to be a recession. For people of color, this is going to be the greatest depression. Not since the last one, but greater than. In epic proportions. Millions of jobs have been lost and doged out in exchange for white supremacy. We don't talk about that every day. We talk about headline news. Every single day that somebody puts out these yellow whatever and so is done and impeachment now and all that bullshit. Another American is 30 days into starvation. Just like Gaza. Remember them? That's you. You voted for this. In case you missed it. In case you missed it. There are 340 million Americans in the United States of America right now. And none of you are doing what it takes to save this democracy. Not a fucking one. And I'm not putting down veterans. I'm not putting down organizers. I'm saying that what you need to do right now, if you want to save America, is stop talking about peace. They don't want it. Pregnant women are being stomped by ICE in the streets. Black people are being disappeared to countries they don't belong to. And most of them have been here since slavery. I am sick and tired of hurry up and wait. I am sick and tired of white people getting black people in Congress and Senate to join their cause. And they parade them around like fucking monkeys. We're done with that shit. We're done with that. We've been done with that since Martin Luther King. We've been done with that since Malcolm X. And we're done with it now. And all this is a rehash of that same old bullshit of hurry up and wait. Let me tell you what white people did for America. And are still doing the same motherfucking thing. America, while we hurry up and wait and peacefully protest, especially with Democrats that turned on us, have a better funded domestic terrorist organization than Al Qaeda. ICE and the Goon Squad and the United States military under Donald Trump is a better funded domestic terrorist organization than Al Qaeda. We have a Supreme Court purchased for cents on the dollar by billionaires that hasten chain migration for white citizens only, to include Donald Trump, his father, his mother, and his wife. And now, the same people that imprisoned Nelson Mandela for 30 years are living in the United States of America and paid for by your tax dollars. These people are Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. Non-American born South African corporate raiders are modeling America after apartheid that our government fought against in the 1980s. We have zero transparency with these ragtag, filthy rich, white trailer trash assholes who represent Donald Trump. And they're committing rampant perjury in hearings in front of our Senate and Congress. What say you? Where in the fuck is your shame? Garbage and evil has no shame, and they cloak themselves in the American flag and a cross. We have communist Russian assets in Congress voting for everything against our allies that we have had since World War II. We combated fascism. Blacks and Native Americans left their homes and went overseas and freed Jews to come back to America and be lynched, have their eyes gouged out, and be once again second-class citizens. This is what you vote for. This is what you love, Supreme Court. This is what Democrats in Congress get paid to advocate through AIPAC. This is your America. This is who you are. Greedy, fucked up, misogynistic, sick individuals. And the woke socialists will not be part of that. We have the erasure of black history. The erasure of black history under the supervision of black Democrats in Congress who do nothing and say nothing about it on a daily basis, while setting the tone, mind you, through that fully funded Gestapo I told you about, to put the wheels in motion to bring slavery into fruition again. Mediocrity and criminal enterprise at levels never seen in American history are at play. And our elected officials stay silent. Merrick Garland, Nancy Pelosi, and every Democratic governor in any state that is blue, that does not speak out now, is advocating slavery and human trafficking, because that is what the Trump administration and the Epstein files and everyone associated with them wants. They want you to be slaves. They want you to be bought and sold. And this is what you are and will be. A demon in human form. Far more dangerous than Adolf Hitler. And a fatty feast of moral weaklings willing to sell their souls and their children for a few measly dollars, like Clarence Thomas. Or worse, for nothing at all. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. We are not going into a recession. We are days away from a fucking depression. We need to stop doing clickbait and making this shit out to be something that we can prolong so that we can make money on YouTube. What we need to do is state the fucking facts. I do my research on the ground, and I have done it since 2016, and so has Nick. And you need to do the same. You don't need to give $50 to this or that or promote this individual. What you need to do is get up off your ass, walk the streets, find the facts, and deliver them on your terms. And I want to give a shout out to Status Quo News, because they are the only people who don't scan the internet looking for news. They get out there, they do the damn work like I do, and they broadcast it. And that's what you need to do. We don't need any more podcasts putting out the same fucking bullshit time after time after time. What we need is organizers, people to stand up, do the research, and do it right. Don't just tell people to get out there on the streets and get killed when you have the luxury with your white skin to do so. Get on the ground, do some groundwork, and organize your own to get out there in your state. Only then will you be prepared as we are. We have food, we have money, we have lawyers, we have doctors, and we have enough resources in my organization to take care of ourselves without your help. And that's why we don't just run out to every protest. Because right here where we are, we will protect ourselves. We will do that in the name of our First and Second Amendment right. We will do that for America. But we will not do that for politicians that call for nonviolence so that they don't defend Donald Trump and white sensibility. We have seen that movie before, been there, done that. Not going to do it again. Once this bullshit is over, I'm going to be broadcasting to you from a new America. But it's not going to be on your terms. It's going to be on ours. This is the woke socialist. Have a Trump day. Because as long as you continue on this path, that's the one you deserve.